Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today is day 3 of our CA final revision classes. So in this video we are going to cover tonnage taxation. So if you see in the last 3 to 4 attempts also there is no question on tonnage taxation. So definitely this topic can be considered as one of the most important for the next attempt. So don't worry, I've covered everything, and we are even going to do one case scenario so that it will be easy for you guys to understand the concept. So let's get started. So if you see the tonnage taxation, first of all, this is applicable only for shipping companies. Okay, the government has given a benefit to those shipping companies, since the shipping companies competitors are at international level, right? And then majority of the exports are also done via vessels. So to reduce the cost, and they have reduced the tax burden, and they've come up with this scheme called tonnage taxation scheme, where the tax is actually calculated by the weight of the ship, right? If you remember in presumptive taxation under 40 section 44 AD, right, there we used to take 8 percentage of the total gross turnover, and then we used to treat that as total income, right? This is also like a presumptive taxation, where the total income is calculated by weight of the ship into number of days, number of working days. So you get the total income of that particular company, right? So before that, there is certain eligibility criteria. Okay, only certain companies will be eligible, right? So what is the applicability is that first it should be an Indian company, okay, and then it should be in the business of operating ships. And it should have at least one qualifying ship, okay. So that Indian company's place of effective management should be in India. Okay, place of effective management should be in India. So only for these companies tonnage taxation scheme is applicable. Okay, Indian company, place of effective management in India, and then in the business of operating ships, and at least one qualifying ship. Okay, एंड देन इसमें ना कंप्लीट दुनिया, इसका अलग ही कंप्लीट दुनिया चलता है. तो दे हैव टू मेंटेन बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स एंड ऑल्सो गेट इट ऑडिटेड बाय CA, राइट? एंड देन मैट इज़ नॉट एप्लीकेबल एट ऑल. इसमें ना सेट ऑफ एंड कैरी फॉरवर्ड यू कैन नॉट डू इट, राइट? एंड देन एक बार एंट्री कर लिए, इफ़ यू अप्लाई दिस स्कीम वंस, and within 10 years if you withdraw and pay tax as per normal provisions of the tax, then from that year till the next 10 years you are not eligible. ठीक है, एक बार अप्लाई कर लिया, 10 साल तक यू हैव टू अप्लाई. इन बिटवीन इफ़ यू विड्रॉ, देन फॉर द नेक्स्ट 10 years यू आर नॉट एलिजिबल. मतलब 10 years का हिसाब है इसमें, ठीक है? रिमेंबर इट इन दैट वे. Okay, now companies should not charter more than 49% of the net tonnage of the qualifying ship. तो यहाँ पे देखें तो ना, now I am running a shipping company. Okay, so I can give my ship on rent to another company who wants to transfer his cargo from here to another place. So here I've given my ship on rent, ठीक है? तो that is called chartering in. So that is called charter in. Okay, so now I'm getting income from chartering in, मतलब रेंट के ऊपर मेरे को इनकम आ रहा है. So that should not be more than 49%. ठीक है? So I'll just give you a brief understanding. I hope you understand this. So first, if you see here, the net tonnage you have to take for the overall year. ठीक है, ओवरऑल ईयर का लेके 49% से ज़्यादा नहीं रहना वो रेंटल इनकम से, ठीक है? चार्टरिंग से 49% से ज़्यादा नहीं रहना. अगर 45% से ज़्यादा है देन द स्कीम इज़ नॉट अप्लीकेबल. इफ़ इट इज़ लेस देन 45% देन द स्कीम इज़ अप्लीकेबल. आई विल गिव यू एन एग्जाम्पल, जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. सो इन द मंथ ऑफ January, my net tonnage is like 200, and then number of days if you take, no, it is 30. So now 200 into 30, how much it is? Okay, this is my operational income. Operational is 6,000. Okay, now if you see, the other one is that charter in income. So in the month of January, assume that I've given it on rent, the entire ship I've given it on rent, and I've got the 6,000 there. ठीक है, now calculate for the month of February. calculate for the month of March. Like that you do it for 12 months. Okay, now see what income you will be getting here. So for say February also I'll do. Here net tonnage came up to 150 and February में 28 days है. So 150 into 28 which comes to 4200. ठीक है, this one I have not given it on rent. This is the income of operational income. ठीक है, तो like that add what is your operational income and what is your chartering income. ठीक है, everything whatever income is that will come in operational income. charter में जो rent को दिया है ना, that income will come in charter. ठीक है, तो now you see the percentage. ठीक है, it should not be more than, so this charter in income should not be more than 49%. If it is more than 49%, then the scheme is not applicable. I hope this is I hope you understood this. And let's go. So here we have discussed ki tonnage taxation. Definitely we will see how the taxable, what is the total income is derived later. तो एक बार this scheme is applicable, no, every year you have to transfer 20% of the book profits to tonnage taxation reserve account. ठीक है, 20% should be transferred to tonnage taxation reserve account of the book profits. book profits कहाँ से आता है? 115 JB मैट के हिसाब से अपन book profits calculate करते हैं ना, that book profits. So from that 20% should be transferred to tonnage taxation reserve account. So this amount can be used only to purchase what? Another ship. ठीक है, and that has to be done within 8 years. ठीक है, जो भी accumulate होते जा रहा है 8 साल तक, you have to use this amount only to purchase another ship. Getting my point? ठीक है, now you have not used. ठीक है, up until even within 8 years you have not utilized that amount, then in the 9th year that will be deemed as income. ठीक है, in the 9th year that will be deemed as income. वन मोर पॉइंट इज दैट अगर जो अमाउंट आप ट्रांसफ़र कर रहे हैं एवरी ईयर विच इज़ एज पर द रूल, यू हैव टू ट्रांसफर 20% टू द रिजर्व अकाउंट, राइट? इन केस इफ यू फेल टू ट्रांसफर फॉर 2 consecutive years, then फ्रॉम द थर्ड ईयर दिस स्कीम इज़ नॉट अप्लीकेबल. ठीक है, 2 consecutive years फेल हो गए ट्रांसफ़र करना, देन थर्ड ईयर्स आर नॉट अप्लीकेबल. ठीक है, ट्रांसफ़र करे थोड़ा शॉर्टफॉल हुआ. ठीक है, वॉट इट इज़ सेइंग, शॉर्टफॉल रिलेवेंट शिपिंग इनकम, एक फॉर्मूला दिया गया है. ठीक है, 20% ट्रांसफ़र करना अपने को एवरी ईयर. ठीक है, तो आई हैव ट्रांसफर्ड ओनली 15%. नाउ देयर इज अ शॉर्टफॉल ऑफ 5%. सो दिस शॉर्टफॉल ऑफ 5%, नो, दैट हैज़ टू बी टैक्स्ड एज पर नॉर्मल प्रोविजंस ऑफ द एक्ट. समझ में आ रहा है? यू हैव टू टेक इट प्रोपोर्शनली. ठीक है, यहाँ पे जो रिलेवेंट शिपिंग इनकम है, you will multiply that with shortfall amount divided by minimum reserve to be credited. So this is a formula which is an easy formula. ठीक है, बट यहाँ पे याद क्या रखना? रिलेवेंट शिपिंग इनकम. सो रिलेवेंट शिपिंग इनकम में क्या आता? कोर एंड इंसिडेंटल बिजनेस जो है वो लेना चाहिए. उसको मल्टीप्लाई करके जो जितना शॉर्टफॉल हुआ उतना डिवाइडेड बाई व्हाट इज़ द अमाउंट दैट इज सपोज टू बी ट्रांसफर्ड, व्हाट इज़ द मिनिमम अमाउंट दैट इज सपोज टू बी क्रेडिटेड टू रिजर्व अकाउंट. ठीक है, so this is a formula, so that will be taxed as per normal provisions of the act. I hope you understand. ठीक है, बोलता है अभी मेरा शिपिंग बिजनेस है, मेरा एक अलग इनकम है. ठीक है, आई एम नॉट what do you say, I am taking another income based on we will do this after this calculation. After this calculation, it will be easy to understand. So let's take section 115 VG, where you compute the tonnage income. तो यहाँ पे कुछ स्लैब्स दिया गया है इसमें. ठीक है, अप टू 1000 tons, नो, 70 for each 100 tons. Okay, 70 for each 100 tons. How many tons are there now? How many 100 tons are there? 10 in the first case. Okay, from 1000 to 10,000 it is 53. From 10,000 to 25,000 it is 42. More than 25,000 it is 29. More than 25,000 it is 29 for each 100 tons. For 100 tons you have to pay 29 rupees in this case. Okay, in the first case for 100 tons you have to pay 70 rupees. ठीक है, and you always have to take this multiple of hundreds. I think we are pretty much done. Once we will see the question and we will cover up everything. Yeah. Where's the question? Yo. So if you see it here now, so this is an ICI case scenario 23. Earlier we used to have that booklet, so from that. Okay. So here he has given two, he's saying that there are two qualifying ships, there are two qualifying ships और उसका weight भी दे दिया 33,840 and then 24,952 tons and then the number of days that is operated 212 and then 347. So first question, if you see, fuck. So if you see the first question, what would be the tonnage income of PMT shipping company computed under section? So he's asking the tonnage income. ठीक है. So if you see 33,840 tons. Now we will calculate what would be the income if the tons is 33,840. So 33,840. So first and foremost, it should always be in the multiples of 100, right? तो इसमें नियरेस्ट मल्टीपल्स ऑफ 100 क्या हुआ? 33,800 होगा, राइट? सो फॉर द फर्स्ट 1000 अप टू 1000, ठीक है, बोलता है 70 फॉर एवरी 100 टन्स, ठीक है. Now you have to see how many tons are there, how many 100 tons are there. 10. So 10 into 70, which comes to 700. Now we will see from 1000 to 10,000. Okay, there are 9,000 in this and he said 53 for every 100. ठीक है. Now you have to see यहाँ पे 9,000 already, 1,000 ऊपर हो गया. So there are 9,000 here for every 100, मतलब we will get 90 into 53. Let's calculate what is 90 into 53 is equals to, which comes to 4770. ठीक है. Now we will see 10,000 to 25,000. Okay, here it is 42 for every 100. Okay, so how many are there? 15,000 divided by what? 100. 15,000 divided by 100, which comes to 150. That should be multiplied by 42. 6,300, right? Anything more than 25,000, how much? The 25,000 के ऊपर कितना है? 25,000 minus 33,800, so which comes to 8,800. Okay, this is what? 29 for every 100. So how many hundreds are there? 88. So which comes to 88 into 29. Okay, how much it is? 2552. Okay, now we got the net weight 6,300 plus 4,770 plus 700. Okay, 4,322. Now we will go back to the question. There he gave us number of days that it is operating. So if you see, the first ship is operating for 212 days, which is having a net tonnage of 33,840, and then it is operating for 212 days. Okay, now we will multiply this with 212 into 212, which will come up to 30,36264, right? Now we will calculate for the second ship. Okay, in the same way we have to calculate. Now let's see how many tons that second way. 24,952. Okay, it is here 24,952. 24,952. First we have to convert this into the nearest multiples of 100. Okay, if you see, this will come to 25,000. right? So already we have done till 25,000 here, so we can take that only. So that is 700 plus 4770 plus 6300. I'm taking it from here, right? Even if you do it, it comes the same. 700 plus 4770 plus 6300, which comes to 11770. Now you have to multiply this with number of days, right? What is the number of days? 347. It is here, 347. Okay, what would be the answer? 4084190. Now total income, you should add those two. 336264 plus 4084190 plus 3036 equals to, so the answer is 7120454, right? We'll see if that is there in the options. So if you see that's there in the options, so answer is C, right? Now we will see what is the second question. Second question puts there, what would be the return on value as on 1/4/2022 of qualifying ships for tax purpose as per section 115 VK. Okay, so here in the question he has given a block of assets for tax purpose. Okay, is 1200 and he also gave WDV as per books. Okay, so and is asking what is the return on value of qualifying ships. What is the return on value of qualifying ships for the tax purpose? Okay, now we don't have any other information. He gave us as per tax purpose is 1200 and he gave the bifurcation and he gave the WTV as per the books. So we only have this information. So here you can see it's easy, take 1200 into 850. If you add 580 plus 270, you will get 850, and then total is 1080. You will get the proportionate amount. Since we don't have any other thing to compare, we have used the book value ratios only to calculate the return on value as per for the tax purpose, right? So basically, one thing which I want to tell is, in case of presumptive taxations, right, even if you see 4480 section 8 percentage thing, where we take 8 percentage for the on the on the turnover and say that is total income. Now we are not going to give any additional deductions like from section 30 to 43B as per PGBP. Whatever deductions we deem as if those deductions are already given, right, and then we take that as total income in presumptive taxation. Here also, no, there won't be any additional deductions that will be given. It is deemed that all those deductions are already given, and whatever income that you get after calculating the tonnage taxation, right, that will be treated as your total income. Okay, so WDV part is given here, but just read it from here. Okay, now we will go to another question, how to slide. Okay, so yeah, here if you see the third question, the minimum requirement as per section 115 VT in case of PMT shipping. So what is the minimum reserve that needs to be transferred? Is 20%, right? 20% of the book profits. Now we will see in the question whether there is any book profit given. So here if you see, they gave us, so here book profits calculated as per explanation in 115 JB ka 100 lakhs hai. So 20% on the book profits we will take and transfer that to tonnage taxation reserve account, right? So 100 ka 20% will be what? Yeah, the answer should be B, right? It is 20 lakhs. And then another question is fourth one, what would be the amount, would any amount be taxable under the other provisions of the income tax act if shipping transferred 15 lakhs? So I told you key they have to compulsorily transfer in case of any shortfall, no. The proportionate amount of such shortfall will be taxed in the normal provisions of the act. तो यहाँ पे भी वही बोल रहा है कि in case if he transfers 15 lakhs, will is there any amount that will be taxable as per normal provisions of the act? So actually we are supposed to transfer 20 lakhs. They have transferred what? 15. So there is a shortfall of 5. Now you will take what is a normal shipping business का income, okay, into shortfall divided by minimum amount that needs to be transferred. So if you see 5, okay, 5 is the shortfall divided by 20 is the minimum amount that needs to be transferred. Okay, यहाँ पे 70 plus 14 is nothing but I'll show you. See, here we got one income, Tony's income, right? 70, 71, 554. The first question that we solved using those slab rates. So that income you should not take. ठीक है, यहाँ पे remember here we have profit from core activity in the business which is 70 from core activity, and then अरे profit from incidental activity computed which is 14 lakhs. Okay, so you should add those two, core activity and incidental activity, 70 plus 14, which comes to what do you say, which comes to 84, and on that 84 into 5 divided by 20, you will get 21 lakhs. D is the answer. Okay, that's how you should calculate. Let me go to our notes. So in this, if you see, near the shortfall thing I've told you, so relevant shipping income, if you see core plus incidental business, you have to take this income, relevant shipping business, into shortfall divided by minimum reserve. As per that question, shortfall is 5, okay, and minimum reserve to be created is 20. Okay, so relevant shipping income is core business का 70 था, and then incidental business का 40 था. दोनों को मिला के into that 5 divided by 20 you have to do. So this income, this proportionate income, that will be taxed as per normal provisions of the act. That is what it is trying to say. And then that fifth question relates to another, not relates to tonnage income. We will do that later. So I hope, yeah, let me do this now. So now you understood key income from incidental activity. There are two types of income. One is core business ka income, and then the other one is incidental business, which is not core, right? So now I'm running a business. From core I'm getting 95, okay, from incidental I'm getting 5, so total my income is what, 100. Okay, now I'm putting that 100 aside and calculating my income as per the weight of the ships. Clear? तो यहाँ पे ये बोलता है कि हाँ, तुम इग्नोर करो उसको, इंसिडेंटल बिजनेस में जो भी इनकम मिल रहा है उसको भी इग्नोर करो. कितना, एक लिमिट दिया, अप टू 0.25% ऑफ द टर्नओवर. मतलब क्या, 100 के ऊपर 0.25%, अगर उतना तक है तो दैट इज़ अलाउड. मतलब तुम एज पर वेट निकालो टोटल इनकम एंड देन कैलकुलेट द टैक्स. अगर उससे ज़्यादा है, अगर तुम्हारा इंसिडेंटल इनकम 0.25% ऑफ द टोटल टर्नओवर से ज़्यादा है, then the scheme is not applicable. That income will be taxable as per that excess income. That excess income will be taxable as per normal provisions. Scheme will be applicable, but excess income will be taxable as per normal provisions. ठीक है, तो 100 में ना, तो in case if my total turnover is 100, 0.25% can be 0.25. 0.25 can be from incidental activities. ठीक है, if it is more than 0.25, then that excess income will be taxable as per normal provisions of the act. I hope this is easy. I'll tell you two types of incomes, right? Oh my god, two types. Okay, main, which is also called as core business, and then incidental. Okay, अभी core business से मेरे को आ रहा है what 95, and then incident से मेरे को मिल रहा है 100. total turnover कितना हुआ, 100. now the loss is incidental से 5 आ रहा है ना, okay ना. so out of your total turnover, 100 into 0.25%, ठीक है, which comes to 0.25. Anything in excess of 0.25 no should be charged to tax as per normal provisions of the act. So here in this case, if you see, our incidental activity का 5 है, which is more than 0.25. So this excess amount 4.75 normal provisions of the tax, normal provisions of income tax, वहाँ पे tax होएगा, बस simple. I hope this is clear, and in case if you have any doubts, please reach out. And if this video was helpful for you, please like the video and share it with your friends. And thank you so much, and we'll see you on another video. Thank you all.